Hey everybody. This is going to be a review on a Kazakhstan ration that it's actually packaged in Russia, in the Russian Federation, and it is sent to the Republic of Kazakhstan for their use. Now, I'd mentioned this a few vids ago that the footage that I had during the unboxing, something happened to it. I ended up deleting it on accident or something to that effect. So I'm going to run a few pictures here and there of some of the footage that I managed to save that doesn't quite make sense, and then we'll go right into a little bit of like the some of the contents, and then right into the taste test. So hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's try to salvage this Kazakhstan ration. I suppose, seeing how this is a 24-hour ration, we'll start off with breakfast. And again, we have some crackers or galettes, and sugar, has some apple spread. And of course, one of these is a little sticky. There's no holes or punctures or tears inside, but there's definitely been a sticky component the whole time. And then we have some tea. Now, let me try to remember which one is which. One of these is like a vegetable ragu, and the other one of these is, let me see if I can... Yeah, this is like the vegetable ragu, so you can have a balanced type diet. And this one is like a liver pate with butter in it. So, alright, let me grab this stuff aside. And I wasn't able to do like the actual like unboxing part. It did not come with any cutlery or anything, so I'm going to use this spoon that I retained from an IRP. So I guess first of all, let me grab my mug and we'll use some of this tea. I'm assuming it's a black tea, and there's a little bit of goop on here from my... I think it's not one of these jellies, because these jellies are still sealed, but I think one that was stored with it broke open and kind of, I don't know, got all over everything, which got all over everything else that was inside of this packet. So a little bit of hot water. And we'll let that do its thing as we're checking out everything else. So again, this is the vegetable ragu. Or maybe it's not. Maybe this is the pate. Yep. This is the liver butter type pate. Interesting. So I'll set that right there. Yep, this is the, I guess the ragu, or what's supposed to be the ragu, or I would definitely say that that is the ragu. Looks like it's got some, well, definitely some tomato, and there's some little seeds in there. Probably some peppers. I'm not up on my Russian or Kazakh, so I can't exactly tell you what. We have two, I believe these are apple jellies. And then we have 2 sugars for our tea, which we'll try in a little bit. And I think these are the most intact crackers of the whole lot. And you can see. emblem of Kazakhstan. So let's check these out. It's actually kind of a nice wrapper. It's almost like it's double coated. So I'm going to say to ensure freshness, but I guess that remains to be seen until we try to taste them. Because who knows, they could still be stale. But there are a ton of crackers in there. So, kind of nice. And it's pretty reminiscent of what you would get in most of the other types of like IRP type meals. Let me just put a notch into this apple jelly thing over here. And it is, I know they usually just tear like a really small corner off and squeeze it so they can control the flow. But I don't know if I'm going to open up the other one or not as of yet. So I want to make sure I get the most on there as I can. So it smells pretty nice. Okay. So let me set that right there or over here. Now, I don't know how this stuff usually gets eaten. Well, I know you use the crackers and you eat this stuff, so that's all well and good. Okay. We will take a look at the vegetable ragu, and it's almost kind of like a pizza sauce kind of consistency. It's really soft and runny. So I don't know if the soldiers in the field would actually like combine the two or just use them independently. I'm not real sure, but I will try a little taste of it on its own first. And it's not really acidic. I was actually kind of expecting like a hello, I'm right here in your face. But that would probably go really nice with a cracker, and I'm quite sure that we will try that soon. Well, that was interesting. I poked into there and there was actually like a little void, and you can see a nice little chunk of fat or something in there. So let me get, boy, whoever the soldier was in this is going to be like, oh man, oops, not in my apple stuff. Get out of my apple stuff. So there is the pate and the cracker. I can honestly say that I've definitely still not or have not been converted into a fan of the liver. I don't know why. It's just it's not something that, you know, I super dislike or hate, but it's just something that I was never, you know, raised with or indoctrinated with. So zombie apocalypse, yeah, I would eat liver all day long. Not like Hannibal Lecter liver, but, you know, canned liver. Well, let's try it with both stuff on it, see how that works. That actually works surprisingly well together. So let me squeeze this tea bag real quick. This should be nice and lovely about now. Check that, I just put that right in the tea. Oh man, that was like 9 trillion degrees. I think I just burned my tongue. So, alright, cracker with a little bit of apple jelly. You okay there, alligator? Alright. Now that's really good. That's got a real nice flavor to it. Just so I can say that I've used it. I know in the IRPs you get these great big huge like 20-gram packages. These are only 10 grams worth. So we'll put a little bit in the tea. And man, this is real like crystallized tea, not like overly processed. So that's a pro, definitely a pro for this type of a ration. And just so I can say that I've tried it, here's one of the crackers, biscuits, galettes, whatever you like to call them, just plain. And I think it has a lot to do with like this double coating wrapper, instead of just like that little plastic cover on the crackers like most companies do. These are still crunchy, still have a nice good bite to them. They're not like savory. I mean, they're not salty or anything. They're just like hardtack, but they're pretty good. Well, let me get lunch lined up. Okay, this was in the lunch packet. Again, it was not super comprehensive. We have some kasha, another pack of crackers, 3 packets of sugar this time, and another package of tea. So let me get the kasha squared away, and this is porridge with beef. So I will toss this up in some water and get it heated. I've already opened up a package of crackers, so I will just use the same package instead of opening these right now. And I'll still use my same good old cup of tea. So the interesting thing is you get kasha for lunch, which it really is very hearty, and it does stick to your ribs, and it does fill you up for an extended period of time. With that, along with the dinner module, again, you get, in this example, a mutilated package of crackers. You get another can of kasha, and then you get a can of beef. And then again, 3 more sugars and a different blend of tea. So I don't know what kind of tea it is, but I know it is not the same as this one or the other one. So, well, there we go. I guess just to do it, I'll just heat these all up at the same time and plate them all on the same thing. Okay, now we've got some pretty steaming cans of stuff. Let's see, I marked one as lunch. This one is lunch, and these other 2 are for dinner. So let's grab the tray and plate this stuff up. Okay, again, we've got the tea, but I've already got some made up, so that is good to go. Package of crackers, but I've already got some of those already out, so that is good to go too. And now the can of kasha. Hopefully it is kind of toasty. It is toasty, I'm not gonna lie. I just watched Kiwi Dude do his taste test of the buckwheat porridge this morning. It was pretty enjoyable to watch that. Oh, come on, not in that little sticker thing. So, and this is pretty much looks identical to that. So, and I know one of the comments that I made was, you know, I always took like a field pantry with me. I brought like garlic powder and all kinds of stuff like that to the field with me, and along with hot sauce and everything else. So yeah, if you got some bland stuff, that's what I always use to doctor it up to make it taste better. And seeing as this is all you would have for lunch, yeah, I would definitely want to be jazzing it up quite a bit. But yeah, I like this stuff. You know, I was raised off corned beef hash, so I think it tastes great. So, and let's try a little with the cracker. And somebody made a comment asking, do I eat all of this stuff when I do these 24-hour rations? It all depends on what I'm doing at the time or anything like that, but the answer is usually no, at least not at one time. A lot of time I'll just pack the stuff up, toss it in the fridge, and then eat it, you know, during the remainder of the week, or until the other half throws it out. So something along those lines. So there we go. The flavor definitely improves when you use these, and these are nice and fresh and crunchy. Adds a whole nother dimension of texture and flavor to it. So, like I said, if this had hot sauce on it, that would be bellissimo. Would be perfect. So, okay, let me get this cleaned up real quick, and we'll show you what we got for dinner. Okay, got the tray reloaded, got my tea, got my crackers. And we'll start off with the can of beef. And I think it's going to be something kind of, oh, wow, like a big old chunk of beef in here. Beef pieces, beef cubes. Yeah. So slide some of it. Maybe not even. At least in the IRP version, you got like a slab of it. This is already kind of already deconstructed, as it were. But it would be good to have that sauce it was in to help pour over your kasha to help kind of soften that up, reconstitute it, as it were. Let's take a look at this. Now this almost looks like it's like a rice kind. I don't know. I'm used to seeing the other type, but yeah, this is a type of porridge with beef. So maybe you don't need all that extra gravy with this one. It's pretty dense, unless if this is instead of whole medallions of buckwheat, that this is like processed buckwheat, because it looks kind of like the same thing, to be perfectly honest. The one thing that I like about this, as opposed to the one that I saw in the IRP, this one has rather large chunks of meat, where the IRPs are usually a lot smaller. So yeah, I'm thinking this is kind of like the buckwheat porridge or something to that effect, but it's just been like milled down. So, and just as an example, you can see that big hunk of meat in there. Well, might as well go ahead and try it. It's got a real nice flavor to it. And we'll try some of this. And it is real grainy, so Sorry for making little slurpy noises. I usually try not to do that. We'll toss a few friends in here to see how that works with it. Yeah, when you get these crackers and they're nice and fresh and they're good and crispy, that just makes all the difference. In fact, out of all of the IRPs and like Ukrainian rations and all of the rations where you can get like these type of crackers, these have been the best ones that I've had, hands down, you know, and just their freshness. So I really don't see any difference in this type of beef and this type of beef, except for this didn't have all of this yummy stuff in it. So here we go. It tastes a little different because this was like in a stock or something like that. So yep, alligator keeps scooching further this way. Her nose is like almost on camera. She's like, all right, all right, here you go. Want to try some? Oh yeah, that's good. So she approves of Kazakhstan rations wholeheartedly. Of course, packaged in the Russian Federation. So you guys do great work. So, okay, everybody, this was a review of let me see if I can find a Kazakhstan, is it Federation? Anyway, a ration from Kazakhstan. Thank you to the person that sent this to me. I really appreciate it. And it's something I didn't think they made. I didn't think they produced. So I was very excited to get it. So, alright everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.